Let's find out who is the T-102 SportsNow.com Fanelli, Evans, and Patel Athlete of the Week. This student athlete showed their mettle in competition and put up incredible numbers, just like Fanelli, Evans, and Patel. With over 100 years of combined experience, the attorneys at Fanelli, Evans, and Patel provide results you can count on.
Welcome back in another T102 SportsNow.com Fanelli, Evans, and Patel Athlete of the Week. This week's honor going to Noah Powers, Blue Mountain senior swimmer. Noah, thanks for joining us today.
Yeah, no, thank you for having me.
So, big week a couple weeks ago. I know we're just catching up with you now. We've obviously had some coverage of you, through Leroy on the website. It's been really cool to see your journey, and now finally getting to sit down and talk with you. State champ in the 50 free. First one to go under 20 seconds in Class AA history in the state. He had a 19.83. Also won the state silver in the 100 free. At this point, you've had 2 weeks to kind of reflect on your career as a Blue Mountain wrestler or a Blue Mountain swimmer. And it's easy to kind of measure your success by the numbers. You've had 3 state golds, 5 state silvers, probably a dozen more in districts, state records as well. And you're always going to cherish all that in the trophy case, right? But as you reflect on the last 4 years, what else that can't be quantified in numbers kind of stands out to you?
Definitely just my teammates overall. I mean, they've always been there for me. My coaches, same with them. They've always been there for me, helping me out throughout the season. All 4 years, they've always been a great help to me. So, I mean, the goals are awesome. The records are good. But, building a family, building a great team along the way, I know. Definitely one of our goals was to keep the district streak alive. And the Schuylkill League titles, those are definitely something to cherish forever with the team.
Yeah, and let's go back to that state meet 2 weeks ago. Your 50 free gold medal race, like I said, 19.83. You break 20 again. I think you're a 100th of a second off your PR. How does that race stack up when you think back in terms of maybe the best you ever felt in a pool?
Yeah, no, I mean, it's definitely a great way to end off my senior year. Being my senior year, it's definitely a stressful year. Want to end it off the best way you can. Don't want to leave anything left. Overall, the 50 is like the hardest race. So it's always, small little mistake costs you a lot of time because it's only 19 seconds. So definitely wasn't the perfect race, but it was still a great way to end off my senior year. And I'm still happy with my performance overall.
Yeah, and want to talk about your background as an athlete here a little bit and what led you to this point. Did you play any other sports growing up? Was swimming always your favorite? And what kind of went into that decision?
Yeah, no, soccer was my main sport when I was younger. I played soccer as long as I can remember. After my freshman year in high school, did soccer my freshman year. Then went into swimming. Figured swimming was going to be something I want to stick with for the rest of my life. Definitely didn't join swimming early, but thanks to Coach Glenn who got me into it. She's the one who did my swim lessons, everything. She's the one who got me started into it. So I joined the golf team then for the last 2 years of my high school career. Just something else to do, just something in between the seasons, just for fun.
Yeah, they say golf's a relaxing sport. That could be debated though. What age were you when you started in the pool?
I want to say around like 5th or 6th grade, probably. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. So we talk a little bit about your past here. We've talked about the present and some of the accomplishments you had going on. But you've got a bright future ahead. So let's delve into that a little bit. Committed to the University of Virginia. Very strong men's swimming program going on there in Charlottesville. We know about the academics, right, at UVA. That's going to be a gauntlet for you to adjust to. But obviously, Blue Mountain, a great school to prepare you for that. Also, not too far from home. I get to stay on the East Coast. What's it like to be heading off to college here in a few months?
It's a little nerve-wracking. I've been talking over with my parents a lot, getting ready for, buying all these different things for my dorm room. But it's definitely going to be a huge change, a little nervous for it. Create new friends, whole new atmosphere, not having my family around. Definitely didn't want to choose something too far away because I always want to be able to come home when needed, stay close to the family. I want them to come to my meets because they've always been to all my high school meets. So it means a lot when they're there. but it's going to be a huge change, but I'm excited. Swimming's definitely going to be different, a lot more training, academics need to put a lot more time in, but overall, I think it chose one of the best options for me.
Yeah, and when we talk about outside of what you got going on with UVA, I did want to ask you about your Olympic future. You know, for someone who doesn't follow too much swimming until the summer games come around, then it seems like, you know, everybody in America is obsessed with the swimmers, and it's so electric to watch the Summer Olympics. So for you personally, explain how all this works for you, you know, the next couple years between your trials, your qualifiers, stuff you've competed in already, and what's the potential path to join Team USA for, I think, what is it, LA in 2028?
Yeah, it's definitely a goal of mine. It's already written down, that's for sure. I think high school has prepared me for my college level, and I'm very grateful for that. But I know the college level will take me a lot further. Coach there just coached the past Olympic team for the women, so he already knows the inside of everything. He's got a great training program that he runs. Women's team has gone 5 times NCAA champion. So we're starting off this our men's program. Hopefully, we have a great team coming in with my year. So I think overall that the training at Virginia will help me reach that goal. I mean, it's going to take a long ways. Doing all these meets, I've only done like 2 or 3 of the bigger meets where I see those college athletes, see those Olympic athletes, and it's definitely nerve wracking. So getting at that level and hoping to train with them is going to help me a lot more.
Yeah, I was doing some homework on it. It seems like Indianapolis. Did they always have it in Indy, or was that just the big one last year, or is it always in Indianapolis?
I'm not too sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've never really followed it that closely.
Right.
Yeah, I know this past year was definitely one of the biggest.
Yeah, I think it was like the first time they had it in a football stadium, which is wild, and that's very competitive, obviously. And you've gone through Pennsylvania as well. How would you say? I mean, it's kind of tough for you to say because you've really only competed in PA, but you've done some other meets as well. As far as the competition in the state of PA, how do you stack that up with maybe some other states around the country?
It definitely varies. I mean, I definitely think PA is up there, though. I think we have a great state for swimming. You look at our times compared to some of the other states. Definitely have a lot of great kids in our state. I mean, we got sorry, got a lot of great swimmers. We got Preston, got Owen, AAA. We got Luke Lamb, some other kids up there too. A lot of big commits. Looking around at the other states, definitely other states have some top kids too that will definitely blow us out of the water. But I think we hold our ground, and we're a good swimming school for where we are.
All right, before we get you out of here, let's have a little fun. We'll do some skook, this or that. Start off with Heislers or the Freeze.
Definitely the freeze.
I was gonna say the Freeze, right next door to school, right? That's the easy choice right there. In the summer, you want to be at a bonfire or a block party?
Bonfire.
Bonfire, good choice. Since you like the water so much, talking to other swimmers, it's like, I don't know. Sometimes I don't know if they enjoy the water when they're not swimming, but we'll assume you like the water. Would you rather kayak the Schuylkill River or jet ski Lake Winona?
Kayak the Schuylkill River.
Yeah, that's a fun one. Tiring to go from Port Clinton to Auburn, but it's worth it.
No, definitely.
I guess it's the other way around, Auburn to Port Clinton, but always a long trip and always a lot of fun. Last one. Would you rather cut the grass or shovel the snow?
Cut the grass.
Yeah. Summertime guy, right?
Yeah, definitely.
Well, that is Noah Powers, our T102 SportsNow.com Fanelli, Evans, and Patel Athlete of the Week. Noah, on behalf of everybody from T102 Sports, congratulations on all your success. Will definitely go down as someone that represented our area very well in becoming one of the most storied high school swimmers in the state of Pennsylvania with all the accolades. And we wish you the best on your next chapter. And if you do find your way to the Olympic Games in 2028, the Skook will be out in force, man. I can tell you that.
Awesome. Yeah. Thank you very much for having me. It's been a pleasure.
Check us out next Wednesday for another T102sportsnow.com Fanelli, Evans, and Patel Athlete of the Week. At Fanelli, Evans, and Patel, get the best when faced with the worst.